Okay, we're going to go through the Zapier trigger ready step, which is step 9. And we're going to start off by logging into Zapier. And so log into Zapier. And it should look like this. And then we are going to duplicate a Zap by finding a recent, or it doesn't necessarily need to be a recent Zap, but duplicate a Zap that has already been created for our, so I'm not going to go into how to create a Zap, but we're just going to go into what would be expected of someone working for us, that where there's already a Zap created. And right now we have Zaps that are created for a specific client. So technically most of the Zaps are going to be pretty similar. And they will probably change per client. And so use a Zap that is, I'm going to use a Zap that's really recent with this client. And basically, I already did this, but basically all you do to duplicate a Zap. So you go to a Zap that has already been created and that is the client that we're working with. You go to the arrow, you click on it, and then you click duplicate right there. And then it's going to duplicate it with this, and it'll say copy. The way this says copy. I actually already did this, and then I renamed it to Palette, and then you just can click on this and you can rename it. So you can rename right here. Click on that and you can just rename it. Okay? Okay. And that's, I already did this step. Okay. So, and then we're going to click into it. So, rename the Zap. Okay. Now we're going to open, we're going to open that Zap by clicking on it, and then we're going to modify the first trigger. So, this is what it's going to look like. So you just click into it, and there's so much you can do with Zapier that it can be very daunting if you haven't used it before. We're going to use it very simply. So there's only like 3 actions we're going to take in here. So I don't want you guys to ever feel like this is super complicated. Mostly we're just going to check on things and change a couple things here. So this, I already changed this, but you're going to need to click on this and click in here and change the name to the name of the series. I already changed it to Palliative Care, but that's all you do is you just change it. So you click into this. You change the name of the series. Okay, that's one thing we're going to do. And then we're going to go to where it says limit to view, and within this same area. And then we're going to, here, so let's see. So that's under trigger. Under trigger, there's limit to view. Okay. Under trigger within number 1, limit to view. And then this is the most important part of everything you're going to do when you go into Zapier is changing the limit to view to the correct series name. And you just click on this, and then underneath, these are all accessible to, it'll help Zapier go to the right place. And so you just go down and you choose the series you're working on. Okay. And then continue. You really don't need to test it, but you can. I actually already tested mine. So, but you don't, just, that's the most important thing. You don't need to test. Just change the limit to view, change the name on that one. Okay, and then now we are going to go to the conversation in chat. And really, you're just going to mostly click continue until you get to action. And right here, we're just going to check on the message. Mostly, but most clients, the message is going to stay the same. Most of our clients we're going to keep the message generic enough that we can keep it the same. However, this is definitely changeable. So you can change the words. These are prompts that we're telling ChatGPT to do. And we're telling it to go find things in the content calendar to take into consideration. So this is all Zapier working with chat to create outlines for us. We don't need to modify it every content series. Mostly we'll just be modifying it from client to client. Because this is like their senior care here. So that's pretty much it for the conversation. You just check on it. And mostly we're just going to be checking on everything and clicking through. It's mostly all we're going to do here. There's not much that you need to do in Zapier, okay? There is a Google Doc already uploaded here, and I can give access to that Google Doc here. Yeah, so because that you may want, if you want to change it, you can, and I can give you access to that, but mostly you don't need to change anything here. So just keep clicking continue. Just click continue, 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 and it is good to click continue to all of it, because if they do change something up, it's good for you to know about it, okay? And then click publish. So we're going to publish the Zap. And it could take a minute to for it to all publish in Airtable, so just give it some time. Your Zap is on, and you can just disregard these buttons and click out of it. And that's pretty much it for Zapier. Okay, so that's pretty much it for step 9.